สวัสดีครับ hello everyone, welcome back to Disco Elysium, and this is Tong Get Back channel. Welcome back everyone. So we can continue with our investigations. Yesterday we did a lot, and a lot of confusion has occurred to me about where we need to find the sniper point, or where the killer's shooting, and I still haven't find it. So need to do some more investigating, and maybe some more actually. Let's just hope I'm doing a lot better this time. So let's get going then. So we buy a lot of shits, and we haven't got anything done really. So yesterday we just need to we are finding that there's some place up the top. Oh, this one almost done. Who else should I talk to? Can I talk to him?
It's you again. What is it?
Right now it's 3 p.m. Can I do this one?
Nothing is happening. The pieces are there, but they remain.
Nah, I don't want to do this one. Hold on. Give me rewind on that. I thought I make it, but nope, I did not make it. And I haven't found the key yet. Where's the key on that room? It's all about money. Yeah, thanks.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it, a bronze key.
Huh? A yellow little tie, one of the branch.
Someone hid the key in the bush and attached a yellow ribbon to make it easier to find. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence.
Okay.
Huh?
Can you let me slide by so I can grab the thing?
I don't know about that. I'm comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The Hawthorne's got a bitch of a bite.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table to you.
Thank you.
The key is brass. Workshop spare is
Ah.
etched into its bow. The
Workshop.
old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Thank you.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in?
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Thank you. My God, somebody be nice. Thank you. Thank you.
Don't thank me. I don't give two shits about your key.
There is a silence around this man's words. Unlike Titus, they're afraid of him.
Oh,
That's the type of respect he commands.
okay. I wonder where it opens.
It could open the door in the kitchen. The blue door.
Yeah.
It says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop there?
It's worth a try.
Thanks, guys. Let's try open.
You see a heavy steel door. The key fits the dimple lock.
Yes.
It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years. But then, the lock clicks.
Finally.
The darkness before you smells like engine grease and cut wood.
I can go in there now. Finally. Let me in. What do we have here? Pinball. Nice. Female Dora. The spare key is tied to the bush. Oh, great. Looks like somebody gets. Oh, money. Thank you. And we have another pinball machine here.
Over there, in the corner. Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it.
Kim, do you see what I'm seeing?
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats. A classic.
Take a closer look.
Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin operated.
Nice.
Get the game on, finger boy. Those flippers are ready. Above the painting of a moustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, painted on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Windy. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people.
Inspect the place.
The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble. The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain. Areas around the playfield represents Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit.
What with other goats?
Indeed, think of them as balls.
Let me try.
It takes a while to get into a rhythm.
Girl boy
Pretty
slave.
soon,
Wow.
you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease. Go, go, finger boy.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
What kind of guy is he then?
The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A masked nationalist.
Ah.
An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent.
So he's being a top of food chain then.
He also hit his wife
Oh.
and kids. Other people's kids too. Sometimes pets. Hateful little man.
Never mind. He's awful. Okay.
But you seem to be having fun.
I'm pretty good at this.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board, and although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go. Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One tiny hammer shatters something inside the machine. Something blasts. The words "Hell Rupture"
Yeah,
light up
Rupture.
on the speaker
Whoa,
panel,
whoa.
and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog. Something's happening.
Uh-oh.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid nihilistic finale.
Okay.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness. This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog. Use them to calculate where they hit next. You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake and then it's all over.
Oh, okay. Oh god, no.
How
Yep.
if you can't even... The last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal glee. There goes nothing, finger boy.
It's fine. It's just a game. I don't really care that much. Uncover the hidden. Okay. Since I'm here, let's go. Oh, what's this?
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played.
Run your figure across the dust.
Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
What's white you are?
Some kind of inane pinball theme. Probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age.
Oh,
The history themes are the worst.
okay.
Deora was one of the 3 crown cities of the DeLorean era. On the Mawindi Isola, the others being Ria Silvia and Advesperasket. This theme is all about early airships and beautiful, sad, pearl-laden women. It's quite nice, actually. The Lieutenant grimaces looking at the machines.
How about we fire one of these bad boys? Say something. Sound like you don't enjoy pinball, Kim.
No, I love it.
Oh,
I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on.
He doesn't.
he doesn't. Let's move on then. We done with that. Let's go in here. Is this
This
elevator?
small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside. Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in. The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
Oh, what?
There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descente, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken.
Motor.
A small steel plaque reads Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long, long time ago.
Huh. It says the last maintenance was in 88.
That it does. I say, let's brave it. At the end of the last century.
Oh.
Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital. Maximum 5.
Jeez.
It appears his whole enthusiasm is sarcastic.
Huh. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa! I didn't know there's something this nice. Small window, trap shut with a plastic. Oh, this is the upstairs. Wow. Box of tools and replacement part shelf. What's this? Schematics for pinball machine. Futuristic themes. What's this? Ah, and a code. Let's see the code. That actually look nice, isn't it? That coat. I mean, it looks cool. And just look at this. Pinball machine has been taken apart.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Looks like they give up on fixing at some point.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
This used to be pinball workshop.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over.
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the hardest bang away at it.
Remember the dice maker? Then that means...
Was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade. This is all the leftover then.
Ah yes, as the novelty dice maker said. This has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure. But I do like a nice little connection.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
Could this mean the Living in Rug really is part of Doom commercial area then?
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
Stupid superstition. But still, it would be interesting to see what the cafeteria manager thinks of this.
How I missed some of these and yeah, I can't believe it. Yeah.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Oh, new. Someone been here.
3 weeks maximum from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer, it was a stereo investigation after all. It has now converged with our main investigation, adding a new fact to consider.
Okay, so what does this mean then?
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route leading to the roof. The roof from where you can shoot our victim. This is significant.
Someone snuck through what is seen to be a secret route leading to the roof. Ah! This must be...
This prince, officer, could be the prince of our killer. And if not, at least there are a good argument for this Ruby doing it, to present to Titus.
Oh! Let's have a closer look then.
Large prints, most likely made by Boots.
Boots.
The size is hard to determine. Soul could be bigger than Vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. One person has been here. They've gone back and forth. The tips point both ways.
Okay. It's like it go back and forth.
Between that and that.
Yeah. This prince doesn't look like the odd soul print we find at the hanging king.
The size looks about the same, actually. They are not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
Yeah.
I wouldn't rule out Ruby coming here yet. This isn't an argument against her. People change shoes, you know. But it's not an argument for her either.
Yeah. It doesn't look like the workers moved from the hanging.
No. These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
Okay, what the
Date
answer?
of birth generator. You were born in the year 07.
Oh,
In the last year of the commune of Revachol, right before it fell, in the old military hospital on the ground floor, where people usually came to die during a snowstorm. The revolution had about 1 year left to go, and the fires were still burning bright. There were explosions in the blizzard. This was 44 years ago. You are 44 years old.
wow, I'm that
The
old.
bloating might never leave your face, but beneath it, you still have some years. You still have some hope.
Learning cap for logic raised to 4. Minus 1 difficulty for all. What? What's this?
You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens. Bottles lie around everywhere.
I think I can see into her bedroom from here. No?
You can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here.
Okay.
The footprints on the floor, however, definitely suspicious.
Boring footprints. I want to jump to sensationalist conclusions.
Okay, calm down.
You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnatural there. Sensationally unnatural.
Can I open the door?
This is the inside of the barred door you've seen before.
There you go. Sorry, ma'am.
Hey, was there something you needed? Another thing. Great. I love those.
What if I told you I got into the back room behind the blue steel door?
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He's really, really holding himself back here.
Aren't you gonna ask me what back there?
Okay, what is back there?
It's a pinball.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean. I was just wondering
Oh, really?
if you found pinball machines there.
He was wondering about something business related, about how much money he could make off one.
Thinking of turning this place to pinball arcade?
No, but we could diversify the entertainment options, seeing as you've opened the door back there. The machine we have in the corner now is broken. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here, other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Yeah, those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him right now. Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed to hear that it's part of the doomed commercial area. He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
I had to warn you, I may have discovered that this place used to be too commercial area.
What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the Whirling. Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tile work, these high ceilings, the nice rooms, well, most of the rooms. For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, some doom ghost. Yeah, it's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way, especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way, even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area. Yes, your police skills have delivered. I'm sure you'll get a commendation, maybe even a promotion.
Yeah, who owns this place?
Some real estate management company. They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved.
Wait, let me. So we done. Yeah, we done. Nice. Yeah. Oh, hiccups.
There is an acrimonious note. It's clear he's doing the real work around here.
Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song.
A song.
Hail, Holy Queen, by the Athenians. Hail, Holy Queen of the sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast and you're sad.
Good pick.
Yeah, good luck with this place.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help.
Against the doom, it's implied.
So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment, can we, wrap it up?
In Ruby, I think she nicked the phone line.
Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the building.
Yeah.
He really doesn't like it being classier.
I bet you didn't want it to be her.
What's that supposed to mean? Fuck you, buddy.
Wow.
She's not my taste. Good thing she pays for her stuff on time. I'll forward her the bill and be done with it. Now, was there anything else? I have like 4,000 coasters to stack. And then I need to wash dishes because it turns out I have to do that too now.
There's a peephole actually.
What wall?
Upstairs, the secret back room next to the bedroom.
I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
The color has drained from his face. What a shame to fix such a good peephole.
You sure you haven't been spying on your guests?
Absolutely not. Fuck you for even implying it.
Yeah.
It wasn't me. It wasn't my staff. The establishment will look at it and ascertain what it was.
Well, he's definitely not lying.
Okay.
He wouldn't endanger this business like that.
Sir, he was only asking a question. It's his job and mine. See that it's covered.
Yes, I absolutely will. Sorry, it's been a bit of a day. And now a hole in the wall.
Alright, you'll be notified.
Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else? Yes.
Looks like we're done first day now. What's found? Figures. Let me talk to this car.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
Happy to report I found my badge.
10-4, sir, glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no need to issue a new one to you then. over.
Feels good to get that off your chest, right? Celebration with beer?
Roger that, 10-10, over and out.
Thank you.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
Now, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights.
Sorry.
I know they are mesmerizing. They're also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, officer.
Let's be a cop.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Hold on. Let me save first just in case something bad happens. Okay.
Right to...
Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like that around here. You understand?
His neck muscles tense up.
Oh.
The veins on his neck bulge.
Be careful, he's holding the jeep in, but there's something in there you don't want to miss.
It just has to be said. That was not a convincing line.
Is it Triviro being conveyed by any chance?
Fucking mug.
Oh.
You hear a tiny rattle. A small radio. Cracking somewhere. An earpiece. I'm going to interpret that as a yes. There's a tribunal. And it won't be long until it's ready.
How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay, of course.
The man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still narrow. Slowly, he's trying to get his right to work dance back on. It's hard to do that when you want to beat a man into a pulp instead.
I know I should be doing this now, but
Don't think so.
I don't want to give him the photo.
Actually, I think we should maybe even get going now.
He clearly does not think poking the hornet's nest is a wise plan anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so too. Oh, thank you, game. Overman, do you have something else?
Give me a moment.
Okay, nothing. Hi, Cindy.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my
The
manner?
peace breed and the F the world send their best.
I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
Maybe it just got solitary.
They'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place.
She throws you a conspiratorial glance, then presses her finger to her lips and squints up at the sky, as though straining to hear something in the distance.
Have you noticed the quiet every so often, you might hear a gunshot pierce the air somewhere in Jamra. But in Martinez, no gunshots, no sirens. The people are languishing in boredom and complacency. This place is a sepulchre. We'll paint it red. We bring the raucous. You bring the sirens.
Okay, I think we need to go. All right. There must be a way to go over there.
Everything's still cool here.
Oh, that tree's still there. What?
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Just.
Hold on. Interesting.
Our tenant, the policeman.
Hello, mister. Bye.
Is that the phasmid? It looks like the phasmid, leaning against the wall. Wait, what if this is the fishing rod situation all over again?
Hello. Hey, Trifle. Welcome. Alright, this.
Fine. It's not a phasmid. It's not even organic. Just a fire iron resting by the fireplace. But where's your sense of wonder, man?
So yesterday it said something around here. Where is it?
Hello again. Sure, what's on your mind? But of course, I do have some.
He's not gonna. No, I mean, come on. You need the money. If it's.
Of course, detective. I don't know if. If not, then you definitely should. If not, I do so.
Lo Mantang, stick fight.
Lo Mantang.
Wait, what does this man know about pyrrolidon addiction?
What? Hold on, let me.
You got me, detective. But my history should hardly come as a surprise.
Here's a former junkie. I can recognize one when I see it.
Dad's fighting with sticks every night after dinner for 4 hours. He has a special room for that and a special costume.
That's right, Mikhail. It also has a meditative quality.
Okay. I need to get up there somehow.
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap. The rest are piled in a heap in the corner, dead.
I haven't found murder weapons, so I don't know who should I talk to. Check island. Check boardwalk. Island? No. Which island? Oh, here. What?
Wait. Take a longer look at yourself and how you're reflected in that slick chemical rainbow. What do you see? Metaphor. It's always metaphor.
Again?
Exactly. The blood of industry, the runoff from Coal City, further down the coast. The engines of fortune once roared here. Great wealth poured into Revachol, the Delta, as did smoke, waste, sickness, life. The engines stopped. The West Revacholian industrial base was dismantled up filth. This needs environmental action now. Perhaps you could dedicate your life.
Dedicate my life. Huh? How? Push this barrel or what? Is the game trying to give me some kind of hints? Yeah. Hold on. That's just weird. I cannot go in there, what? No, I cannot go in there. Oh shit.
just dead and died.
Alright, nothing there. So this is the dead's end, the land's end, but not the island. We cannot go to the other island. Yeah, I want to go over there, but the problem is the game won't let me go.
An old door, worn by elements.
Hello. Hmm. I don't know where to go.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks.
Let's see what else I can be doing. Okay, I'm kind of stunned right now. I don't know what to do next.
It's you again. What is it?
Oh, now it can be done. Okay, let's do this.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him?
Because she was here, all night, with us. He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night, 11:30 to 12:15. She was here during all that time.
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
Didn't she didn't go out for fresh air for one smoke?
No.
In the whole 55 minutes of windows, she was with you all the time.
Alright, she took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cobb.
That's probably for the best. Don't break your stride now.
And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
Oh ho ho! A lot of people can do surprise things, guys.
Alright, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof. You got his attention. Now don't ruin it by making weird claims. Remember, you can still mess this up.
Oh shit, okay. There is a secret route to the kitchen that leads straight to the roof.
How?
To what it looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
From there, door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down, all under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
Up by footprints. Guess what? Remember that key I found here?
I don't like guessing, Carl. No one does.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen, the one that leads upstairs to the roof. This key was right here with you all the time.
You didn't find it, but Ruby did. That's how she get up there.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
No, the ribbon was old. Faded. It'd been there for 20 years at least.
She could just put it back there once it was done.
Why? This doesn't make sense. It's damn interesting, but it doesn't fit well, and you know it.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits. And he knows it.
Yeah.
Also, it has to be said, this man would make a good RCM sergeant, or maybe even lieutenant. Just don't let him anywhere near women.
Okay. You find the footprints?
Footprints. Recent.
Yeah, a week or two.
That close, huh? How fortunate. I'll take a thorough look at those prints myself before I believe that call.
Yeah.
Good news is, I'm still listening. Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
He makes a gruff gesture for you to continue.
You do agree that the shot came from the roof, right?
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
Oh, you think? There's a 70% chance there the bullet come from the roof.
72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab?
I analyzed on the spot, and I can do that.
No, you can't. I know what you did here on the weekend. People talk. What they say doesn't sound like a science column. You're a madman.
Those numbers were an asshole, man.
Yeah, and they don't put her on the roof either. It's just mambo jumbo. He hasn't got shit.
Range, outback.
firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we established. But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun. Just don't contradict yourself.
Okay.
If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself.
Oh, okay. No, not that.
That looks antique. A Belle McGrave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
It's sitting under the bookshop. It's hidden there with others just like it.
20, maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Okay. I see your point. There are guns lying around.
Yeah.
Damn it. I thought we'd found all the old spots. Why was that still there?
We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
Oh, really? Ho ho! I haven't asked the bullet that killed him. It was jacket.
So it had to come from a breech-loading rifle. Military grade. Not even you militia monkeys have those. This goes against your short-range theory. If the murder weapon was military grade, how did Ruby get it?
Wait. Did he say you don't have big guns? You just showed him a breech-loading gun.
I just show you a breech load. That's any child could have.
A broken old broomstick is what you showed me. But point taken.
Time to really close the deal. Show them the bullet.
This is a bullet that did it. 4.46 millimeters.
The blonde man looks at the mushroomed Deathbringer in the evidence bag and says,
Yeah, the bitch is jacketed all right. 4mm too.
Whoa.
Well, goddamn.
Yeah.
It's not proof, but it's a possible murder weapon. Close to her.
Really close. Yeah.
You have been thorough. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Ha. I didn't say I prove she has murder weapons. I just need to find her.
All right. Keep talking. I'm getting a bit curious about some things myself.
T, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3.
Motive.
The last component. The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off.
Okay.
That never works.
Maybe it's part of the leadership challenge. It's not why she did kill him, but it's why did she organize the cover-ups.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
She could have been cover up for herself, Titus.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
Yeah.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Oh god, okay. I don't want to piss anyone off now. I don't. Let's assume you kill him.
You on thin ice here, asshole.
Okay, calm down. Just example.
It's a thought exercise.
Yeah, Titus.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him.
Get down. Would you prefer to go on the trial with your man as a part of the leech mob or alone for cold-blooded murder?
Alone. I don't drag my man into shit with me.
Yes.
She used us. Then that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
But she didn't. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely.
Oh.
And she skipped town.
This
is good.
Even better. It's we need to talk to her, man.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods.
Thank you.
A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip. This is the only option he cares for.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However, hard I asked. Wanna know why?
Okay, why?
She was afraid I would tell you.
Oh.
Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior. Why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Thank you, Kim.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure.
Ah, okay. So when did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived.
Okay.
I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
What was she scared of?
I told you. You.
As him?
No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
Oh. It's just normal cops, man. No wonder she said I come to the city enough.
It seems you have that effect. Especially on women.
Thanks.
Right. That's the second one now who's trying to flee.
Yeah, second one.
You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
What else did she tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop.
Stop what?
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up like cans.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having to go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
It's not an actual question. Silence. He nods.
Anything else?
Yeah, there was something else.
Okay.
She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This called Titus, this called Pete. But she was too scared.
Scared? You should be too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste in your mouth. Change the subject.
Do you have any clues on where she is?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
She's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a Hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
On the coast.
Where have you looked for her? More precisely.
More precisely, on the coast. past the waterlock.
Past waterlock.
She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure, there's some shit houses there. A cinderblock town.
Okay.
Fisherfolk there refuse to unionize, so that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
Ah, that junkie. I think I know where it is.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a Lowry man.
Huh. Do you know what she's doing in Over Frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
Emitter.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
Yeah.
There you have it. Pale something.
It's not much, but it do.
It'll have to.
Okay.
His grip is firm and reassuring.
Respect.
Like holding a piece of unpolished granite.
Woo! Finally. I think we might need more evidence on that. Thanks, Titus. You've been more helpful than ever. Okay, I think let's add the junkie first.
Tequila Sunset.
Hello. Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around here lately?
Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
Oh my god.
It's a touchy topic. He hasn't got laid in ages. He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
Okay. Let's ask the lady here.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Have you seen the red-haired woman named Ruby?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
Okay.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Yes, please.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
This is about union, you know.
Ah, I should have known. This is yet another union mess. I'm not afraid of them, you know. We are not in the habit of being afraid around here.
Enough of this. She better start talking right now.
I see you know something, but you decided to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
Hold on, what's she saying? Her shack, huh?
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
Ah. Wait a minute.
Oh, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning. Oh? Who?
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
What is she doing here?
I'll just keep the Corda Lacey in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier. Aye, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way. Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty? Hello, detectives. It's good to see you here. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
That. And she's also keeping an eye on you.
Are you spying on us?
Spying has such a negative connotation. I did track your progress along the coast, however, and decided I would be better able to assist you from here.
Okay.
Then there's the matter of that little scamp in old lady clothes. She threatened to paint the Cordelate red. Like blood, you see.
Oh my god.
Well, I like it the way it is. White.
What is this? Destruction of property? Hooliganism? Elder abuse?
Just Cindy basically, you can just annoy her.
It's just as well. Lillian and I are getting on much better. For one, she appreciates the concept of rent.
So, do you like it here?
How do I like it?
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
Oh my god.
It's pornographically poor.
Wow.
The street has no name. All the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there? I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez. Dull grey metal rests in her scabbard. A sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
All right. Politics time. Let's react. Real men. Real politics. Real thoughts in your head.
She could easily just...
Above you, there forms a quilt of altocumulus clouds, twisting into each other. The wind tugs and stretches them over the bay. Their cloud shadows slide over the ruins of Revachol West. Wherever they pass, the temperature drops slightly, but perceptibly.
Have I told you how they discovered this place?
This fishing island?
No, they're in Celindian, Isla.
So what is it exactly?
I'm guessing you don't know then.
No, you haven't told me how they found it.
Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty.
That's so me.
I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Our home. This island of matter. Or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location? Of course. I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for cautious
Yeah, we don't want that.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What?
Huh, what's this?
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched. Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in there?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though. You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then, something hard wrapped in paper. A small cylindrical object.
Oh, a bullet.
A bullet. A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. Like your own Villiers pistol, for example.
So is this pistol like a murder weapon?
The floorboard isn't interested. Maybe the washerwoman is. You have enough to confront her with. It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops.
Ah, I got some bullets, bitch. Yeah, I got 2 bullets. Oh, lots of keys here. I can use some guns now. Alright, lady, what was all that bullets?
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep. Damn that girl.
Oh, that girl.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
Bullet?
Yeah.
You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rent the room to her?
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl. As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in
Okay.
a hurry. What has she gotten herself into? That girl.
That's for the police to find out. Right then. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
Yeah. You said she left on Monday?
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
Ah, Kim, she must have heard your Karima.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you are coming.
Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No.
Okay.
The truth, sire.
Yeah, she told the truth. What was she like?
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time.
Ah.
Kept to herself.
What do you mean by that?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
Did she have any technical equipment with her, like radios?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape millions she'd made.
Huh.
Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
Okay, so she's not that bad. Okay.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
Yeah. So where did she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
Oh, shit.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, man. We are persistent.
Yeah. Are you sure she didn't go somewhere more pleasant, less wet?
Yes, It's going to be too much work for you to find her. Better for you to stay here, get a nice cozy fire going in the heater.
Okay.
The fell electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step
Electric field
closer
mirror.
this time.
Electric mirror. Where is it?
One thing, officer.
Okay.
If you do find her, please go easy on her.
We will try go easy on everybody, but if that person is not being persistent, okay.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
I will try, but if she's thick, then we have to go rough on her. Okay, I'm gonna take a break and I'll be back soon, so stay tuned, you guys. I'm back. Sorry for that. Everyone, looks like my cats are being persistent today. Okay, so we're done with that location. So she's somewhere up, went up the coast, explore coast for signs. Looking for the signs. But she is not the killer if I know her well. No? Oh, that okay. I think I found it. Hold on. Huh?
There's no way the perp isn't here, officer. Look how scarred the boards are. All attempts to pry them off have failed.
Do you think she's in there?
The suspect? God, I hope not. I can't see a way in, though many have tried.
Can I try to get in though?
Not this time. The opposition is insurmountable, but I like the spirit. Have some points. It's lonely and cold without points.
All right. She may be in the bunker, nah, if I have to guess. Yeah. Okay, let's ask this guy. He may know. He may be good witness.
Hello again.
I was looking for a suspect.
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
He's telling the truth. He hasn't seen anyone.
Okay, fine. You're off the hook.
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit.
Huh?
The structure goes deep under the earth. Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer. There's no echo and no answer.
Give me any idea what's down there?
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here. We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now.
What?
In conclusion, she could be under any building. I hope not.
You hope not. Looks like I was right. Yeah. She might be going to that bunker. But let's ask these kids.
Yes, what is it?
Have you ever seen any suspicious woman called Ruby?
What? No, no one's suspicious around here.
She has not seen her, sire. That is true.
Oh, great. Okay, looks like I had to ask everyone.
It's a paw! Yeah!
Yeah! Woo!
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
Ding dong.
Goodbye. Yo, man, what's on your mind?
Welcome back.
Have you seen a red-haired woman around here?
No,
Just no?
it's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast. Exactly. It's our chance to turn the grim desolation into an overwhelmingly fun dance party.
Theo, are you here? I need your help.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a set.
Any hints? Let's see. What else can be done?
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable. Calling, calling, calling. Still.
Stop calling me, man. I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work.
The phone gets hanged up fast as lightning. All you hear is a little shuffle of nylon. Disconnect.
Sorry. Just playing around, that's all. Huh, where she can be then? Go up for course for science. I wonder if she like kids.
Hello, mister.
Do you know anyone named Ruby?
Luby.
Yes.
Raluby.
Yeah.
My mom tells me I'm a big girl. But she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or like, sometimes I can. But then Erler.
Kids.
Bye!
Okay, the kids don't know anything. Oh, come on, get out.
Either sea's gonna calm down soon. Oh? Who? Okay. When did this person stay here?
For a few days. She may arrive on Friday.
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning. Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else. Really? Are you sure you're not also looking for Nadia Harnancourt? Or a lot of stuff? I guess that makes you into some sort of terrier. Either way.
What did I get เนี่ย Searchlight Division เหรอ Huh. Alright, do you know anything?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Well, technically speaking, I'm good.
Nothing much for you right now. This is hard นะเนี่ย
Don't call her.
There's no way.
This guy won't wake up at all. Shit.
The legend returns. You know the deal, legend man. Smokes a smoky, pilsner, gets you drunk.
Tequila sunset. Wonderful. Cottonmouth is keeping my tongue imprisoned.
Oh, great.
Of course. Not much, but it will do. The tale I'm about to tell you is an urban legend particular to Martinez.
Okay.
That said, I first heard it from a former bicycle courier in Koran. There are many variations on the basic story, and the details often conflict.
Mm-hmm.
What everyone agrees on is that nobody knows the exact nature or identity of the phenomenon.
Okay.
Are you telling the story of the headless...
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. Summer of 44. 17-year-old Gertrude Het is walking home from a late shift at the harbor. It's almost midnight. She stops for a cigarette near the canal.
The streets are warmed by a southerly breeze.
Mm-hmm.
The lights of a passing motor carriage bloom and fade in the distance. In the harbor's dark, her cigarette is a beacon, dancing alone. The image comes to you effortlessly, as though you'd walked the same streets yourself 1,000 times.
Our heroine finds herself enjoying the peace and quiet the canal provides. What she doesn't know is that her peace is about to be shattered. From behind her comes the clattering of hooves. Startled, she turns around, and what does she see?
I don't know what.
A headless man, wearing a found tracksuit, riding a horse. That's right, It's the Headless Faun Rider.
I thought I heard about Headless Ghost Rider before.
Rumored to be searching for his legendary Faun cap that went missing when he lost his head.
I thought he rode a bull.
I thought that he rode a headless pig.
Well, there are many versions of this story, the most peculiar of which has the Headless Faun Rider riding on the back of another headless man.
That's super spooky.
Yes. According to legend, young Gertrude Het had to endure years of psychotherapy before she was able to look at a horse or tracksuit again. And she's one of the lucky ones. Gertrude Het may have been the first to witness the Headless Faun Rider, but she wasn't the last. Oh no.
Tell him about the two feminists by the locks.
Fuck, Rosemary, they were dating. No one said they were feminists. Everyone always misremembering this stuff.
This wouldn't be the De Ponte Delgado case, would it?
What? You know it.
I read the case file. But please, go on.
Right. Early autumn of 46. Ula de Pont and Eva Delgado are fishing near the waterlock long after the sun has set. The wind picks up. A sky already dark now blackens. Water starts falling from above. The first cold rain of the season.
Two women stand on a small outcropping of rocks. One of them is wearing a purple raincoat. Thin lines reach out from the rods into the sea. Small droplets start appearing on the surface with increasing frequency.
The women are caught in the downpour. They act quickly. Eva gathers the rods whilst Ula turns around to reach for the tackle box. When she sees something, her shriek is so violent that the residents of the nearby apartment building believe lightning has struck. But there is no lightning. Only a heavy downpour and the silhouette of the Headless Faun Rider looming on the horizon.
Yeah.
Ula makes a run for the shore, but Eva slips on a wet rock and disappears into the cold, cold canal with nary a sound. Her body is never recovered.
Oh, that's quite dark, isn't it? What did the case say?
Naturally, Ula de Ponte became the prime suspect in the disappearance of Eva Delgado. De Ponte maintained that it was the so-called Headless Faun Rider and that she ran, fearing for her life. During the investigation, it became apparent that there was a love triangle.
Oh.
The third party being some small-time businessman. I don't remember the exact details. The leading theory was that an argument broke out on the jetty and De Ponte pushed Delgado into the canal, then cooked up this stupid cover story. No, she committed suicide before she could be taken into custody.
Oh, shit.
They found her in the bathroom with a rifle, her face slowly peeling off the ceiling.
Ugh.
Not a pretty scene.
Yeah.
Man, that's some grisly detail. Oh well, here's to another case closed. Anyway, that's the story of the Headless Faun Rider.
So who?
Pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, who was he before he died?
Well, Tequila, that's part of the legend. No one knows for sure. There are a couple of possibilities, though. Some say he was an undercover cop who blew his cover and got beheaded by the vicious gang he had infiltrated. Now he rides, searching for his lost found cap, plotting revenge. Others claim he was a professional jockey who veered off course during a steeplechase, ended up in somebody's backyard, and got decapitated by an exceptionally taut clothesline.
Wow.
Even decapitation couldn't stop his commitment to the sport. Are you that committed?
Personally, I think he was just some guy who hanged himself from a really tall tree, and the fall was so violent that his head came clean off. Coincidentally, at that exact moment, a horse happened to pass under him, and his beheaded corpse mounted it, where it remains to this day. But then, no one really knows.
For some reason, this does strike you as the most plausible theory of them all.
Huh. I got to
isn't it? All the pieces fit together perfectly. That's how I know it's right. Anyway, to each his own. You want to hear any other stories?
I already see some weird shit on this case. I hate that shocking the tracksuit fits right in.
Hard to argue with that, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's the reality situation for you. You think you got a handle on it, then blam! It throws some wild shit at you. That's why it's critical to stay well hydrated.
There's nothing I got even crazier stories.
Yeah? Why don't you go eat shit, Tequila? There's no way you know a better one than that. Acid Gnomes? Sounds like a stupid, low-concept band name. No one knows. Some say he stalks Martinez to this day, and can be seen near the canal when the clock strikes midnight.
He won't, though, because it's just a stupid legend.
Hi. I saw him one night when I was right shit-faced.
I actually do have one. The strangest of them all. But I'll need to fortify myself before I can tell that one. Do you have anything to fortify old Doom Spiral? Tell me you got some story juice.
Doom Spiral, no.
If you find any, I'd be extremely grateful.
Great. Let's go ask Twin Town then. Oh, maybe let's check this house first. Almost forgot about that. Nothing here. Cleared. Okay, what should I upgrade then? Empathy and maybe conceptualize. Mission speed then. It's been a while I upgrade these. Oh yeah. Is she around here? No. Up here. Okay, nope.
Oh, look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
Okay, let's talk to...
I was just thinking, what a nice evening it is for taking part in a murder investigation.
Okay, she have nothing to tell me right now.
Yes?
Oh no, that. Okay, hold on.
Hello, compatriote.
She might know something. He might know something.
Hola, Wandering Man.
The unpromising race pupil return.
What's this?
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer hasn't...
Do.
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the...
Okay, he has no questions for me. Oh, come on, not again. No.
Is this about the questions again?
You see the packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. A colourful...
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Thanks for telling me that. Okay, what else can I talk? Where else can I have some hint on? I still got no hints at all.
Our tenant, the policeman. What more do you want to know about that poor girl? Yes, let's hear us out.
Where she can hide?
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long... You see, a slogan used to above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls
Oh, there you
that are
go.
cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Felled electrical. How ironic. All these dark rooms. Felled Electrical, you only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there. Or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Alright, let's try it.
Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead. No rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
What was I even attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind, the city, whatever you thought would happen, did not. And now you're just standing there, in the dusk hour, with your hands fallen to your side. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt.
Yeah.
So we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
Okay.
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast. Buckle up and raise your collar. This search is going to be wet and cold.
I can do it again ก็เหรอ Hold on นะ I'm level up again เนี่ย It's either religion or drama. Let's go for drama then. Look for the coast.
Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
What is happening?
She's down there.
Wait, what?
Okay. Why?
We look everywhere else.
Right. How do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
There's a letter next to the sign.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
Oh, I didn't know you want to live to 70s, Kim.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
Alright. Oh, down there. Okay, nice. Brute force, huh?
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotten boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the felled building? A building like this must have multiple doors serving various functions. Perhaps a basement access. Your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside the drainage pipe. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
What's in there?
At first, you can't make anything out in the darkness at all.
What else?
As your eyes adjust, you see some trash. Crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray-painted skulls on the right side.
Oh my god.
And nothing. Broken glass from bottles thrown against the walls of the pipe. A syringe.
Ugh.
A very, very faint smell of stale liquor still lingers. Or is it just your imagination?
Could we get into the field building to the pipe?
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either.
Ugh.
However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around... And it's right here. A maintenance door.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Big boy time. This needs you to put your back into it. You and the lieutenant lean all your weight into pushing the doors apart, but you're not quite synchronizing your...
Let's take a breather and try this again later. It's very tough.
For fuck's sake. We do that. Let's save. Oh, I have to save here. Okay, let me load that again. Let me try that one again.
You see a slogan used it above the felled. There's something in the wind.
In there? She could.
Why single out this one building? Even though you're sure you succeeded, trying to talk to the city, something you've done.
Or do we? She's probably... And then, anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village. Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old and advent. Buckle up and raise your collar. This suddenly, in through.
She's down there.
Okay. Why? Right.
Finally, my time to shine.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old.
There has to be a...
Ah, thank God. Okay.
old pipe. A building like this, your eyes slowly the lieutenant looks over your shoulder. At first, as your eyes are, and a very, very...
Given that, however, the pipes, and it's right here.
Oh yeah, big boy time. This needs you to put your back into it.
Oh, I cannot upgrade anymore. Shit, I'm too weak. Okay, let me do this first. Quick save.
Behind the pipe, the maintenance, you and the lieutenant.
Oh, come on, game. Let me do that again. Come on. You know what? Let's get rid of my items first.
Behind the pipe, the metal doors
yes.
are heavy, and the flaking rust hurts your palms. But together with the lieutenant, you manage to slide them open just enough to squeeze in.
Good work. Shall we?
Yes. Alright, you know what time it is? Gun time, bitches.
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm.
I think my hand recognizes it.
It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago. Sheathe your sidearm, officer. A serious law official, cop by the book, should know to only unholster their service weapon when using it is unavoidable.
Okay, you know what? You're right. Oh, okay. Let's save one more time just in case. Hello? Antique. Overtune orange. Huh. Suit jackets.
This isn't just glass. These are old computation components.
Computer components?
Yes, filament memories. From the time when wires were cast in glass, slides with an inlaid nervous system.
Huh.
The how was a closely guarded secret. Something that was locked in safes in human heads across the river where they were manufactured. As to why, your fingers don't know. The why is easy, because they hadn't come up with modern silicon-based systems yet. For vitreous cast filament memories, though, these seem incredibly advanced.
Hey Kim, look.
So it is. I think these used to form a single system, slotted in the wall.
Huh. It's all remain of the field R&D.
The rest of the building seems to have been picked clean.
Could this be part of the playback experiment?
These? No. These are old filament memories. I hope you're not expecting to find that device here. You will be disappointed.
Okay. Just keep my hopes up. Whoa, 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 whoa. No one's sleeping in months. Ah, okay. Here. Someone been sleeping here for a year. For a year ago.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. The plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spiderweb in the lower left corner of the portrait. Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly. Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand. Grains sticking to the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
It's a Marvel's guy.
Some radical or radicals were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
A long time ago?
Half a century. This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing. I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted.
Okay. Well, these are the secret weapon hash.
We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
Yeah. Maybe it could move in here. Seems cozy.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case.
Okay. Could it be connected to Maria's bus we find in the student room?
Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
What's here? Oh, a cap. Revolutionary cap. Let's get out of here. Up footprints. Okay, I saw the footprints, so give me a second now. Tunnel collapse. Okay. It's getting out of the buzzing sound. Oh god.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Do you feel something?
No. What do you mean?
Strange tingling.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
Yeah, I saw them too.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
What do you mean?
Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail. tell.
We find our agents plan to take the harbor. Maybe we should tell Joyce about it.
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this. It's dangerous, but...
He just can't be sure. Maybe it will yield something useful.
You know what Joyce knows about the murders, but I may have other things to discuss with her.
Yes. There won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for it now, but...
How bad do you think things could get?
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
What do you think waiting for us there?
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Okay. Sneaky. You know what? Before we keep going down here, let me go back here first. Let me go back upstairs. We need to check some location point. Oh, paper. What's this? Another postcard. Huh? Oh, thanks, game. Ugh. Can I? What? Alright, let's save here then. Save.
Suddenly,
what the?
Your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before.
Ow!
Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
Thanks. Why would you do this?
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
Would you stop that?
As she says the word officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways. No, buddy, that's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
Are you gonna kill me too?
No, I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead already. All things considered, I'm being pretty reasonable.
Really? Reasonable. You don't have to do this. No?
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
The explosion of static you're hearing. It's the ULAN frequency. blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
But I can say you have a pale emitter.
That boy's really gotta learn to keep his traps shut. And it's not a bloody pale emitter. It doesn't emit pale.
What the fuck?
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break loose.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not the cops, and of herself merely as prey.
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
Can I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
What? How you get your hands on
I
this?
built it myself.
Oh wow.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond. The pale? It's the end of the world.
Would you please turn it down?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Wow. What the hell?
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
Yeah, we know.
The gun she's carrying is a two-barreled front loader, not like the murder weapon.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this.
Okay.
There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe. Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
By my time. How do you know we're coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
By hiding bullets under the floorboard?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
She didn't rat you out, by the way. Isabel, the washerwoman.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
Why had a bullet though?
This could have turned out pretty bad for me if you hadn't walked right into 25 bands of ultra-high frequencies.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
Huh. Just in case. Did you shoot Lady?
No, I didn't do it.
Okay.
I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you.
So she says she didn't do it.
Okay.
And she doesn't trust you. Is it you specifically, or the citizens' militia that she distrusts?
Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
You're right. The sheriff's suspicious.
Oh. I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Titus told me it took some convincing.
Oh, fuck. Took some convincing my ass. Those guys liked me, I know it. This is what happens to people whom people like.
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
Get by, Was it you who called me the human can opener? I'm not personal, I opened him up.
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same. Like what? I already told you I didn't do it.
It's not about that.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Would you say that lady was a likable person?
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
You don't feel sympathy for mercs? It's a hard work.
Plenty of broken people who don't come with that kind of body count. Besides, they're paid well for what they do.
Do you feel protective of the Union?
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here. I'm listening.
Do you have alibis for when Ellie was shot?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon me.
There were 10 minutes they couldn't account for.
You mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't even have been enough time. Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain. Don't know it, but also, the shot couldn't have come from the roof. Or we would have all heard it downstairs.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
Okay.
That didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
You have a gun.
And?
You have a gun elsewhere?
Sure don't.
The breech loader?
No.
This is such a wipeout.
Where did you get it?
The gun store. Trigger Happy Jacks.
That doesn't sound like a real store.
What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal.
Do you have to collect guns or rifles?
No, they're not practical. Break too often. A knocked away 80 front loader. 2-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
That isn't it.
Great. I know.
Yeah, evidence.
Do you like to hang out on the rooftop?
Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Claudia's rooftop. Sure, I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna.
Is that the only reason you hang up there?
The view's pretty bomb, too. But you might say the antenna was the main attraction there, yeah. Along with Claudia.
What's so great about her antenna?
It's very powerful. I used it to tune into RCM frequencies. That's how I knew to be prepared for your arrival.
Ah.
Yes, I'm sure. And anyway, as I said before, the shot had to have come from afar.
Do you leave any flowers?
No. Gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style. So now I'm leaving revolutionary symbols around? Come on. I never did understand why, when someone dies, a hothouse's worth of flowers has to die too.
Great, you know sympathy.
No, I did not.
Drugs for the Union. I've been through your worries.
So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician.
No, he didn't. I found my way in.
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
You're a criminal. I can't trust anything you say.
That's your prerogative.
Oh, great. You have financial incentive to kill the mercs?
Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the Union.
Kim, just hold on.
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to find this out later.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
There. It's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
But you're threatening us with it.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
Yeah, I'm a scum, but it's just a little bit too much, okay?
There's a sinister note in her voice. Even with the gun and the compressor, she's afraid of you.
Let's take a step back.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
Who killed the mercs? Maybe it wasn't you.
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Those rings around her eyes, her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversations crisscrossing Martinez.
Nice.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
And what really happened on Sunday night? Tell me your point of view then.
She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity. She's refusing to adopt the demeanor of a cornered animal, a leader with no one to lead. She still wants to retain some control of the situation.
It's okay. We just want to...
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasha comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
So does he also sing hi to you?
Oh yeah, super. But I didn't think too much of it at first. I'd seen her party hard before.
So you knew something was wrong immediately?
No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
How you come up with a plan then?
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
Oh, great.
She looks shaken. She wasn't surprised to be ratted out, but framed.
Frame, her ideas, really?
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity.
What?
Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy Boys.
Asked me to help her drag him into the showers. Showerhead?
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
Do you think she killed herself? She killed her lover herself?
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
Okay.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried reaching my lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt.
Wow.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
Her grip on the gun is tight, her arms toned, her posture solid. Martinez lost a valuable defender.
If you didn't kill him, why hide then?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
That strange, distant fear is getting close now. It's a fear of yourself.
Me, I'm an agent.
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself. Fucking hell. And why me? You hear through the white noise. It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Who's everyone? How did you know this?
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Tell me what's my name if you know that about me.
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and a funny tie. Agent to La Puta Madre.
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the tape. Criminals make up bogeyman stories about cops all the time. All of this just means that you're effective. Criminals know you and are scared of you. I don't know. Sounds pretty convincing to me.
Right. Sure. You don't know.
I just lost my memory recently.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe it.
Great.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
What do you do to this Matre anyway?
You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
I thought we had an agreement, she thinks. This was not supposed to happen. She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat. Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but she said you roll into town.
I roll into town.
Is that you singular or plural? She might know something.
When I come to town, is there anyone else with me?
Yeah, you had your death squad with you.
Huh?
What happened to them anyway?
I don't know what happened to them.
Sure you do. I bet they're just outside waiting. I guess I'll take my chances.
Who is this squad?
Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had two guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either.
What else can you tell me?
One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform. All were carrying.
What?
That sound about right?
No idea who these people are, literally.
No, that doesn't ring any bell.
This has been a great talk, really. But I think I'm going to hit the road now.
What do you know the bunker next door?
What bunker? Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Ah!
Keep calm. Breathe in. After the pain recedes, it's a little clearer. compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but... She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
What?
Problem solving.
Ma'am, put the gun down. That's not the solution to your problems. You are...
Oh, yes it is.
You should
Fuck.
know the words to say. You've been here yourself. So why is it not coming to you? Because you've been going around pointing a gun at yourself, trying to answer the same question in vain. Her finger squeezes the trigger now. A smirk crosses her face as she watches you stand there, mute. Then she exhales sharply. You watch as her brains trickle out through her neon hair.
Oh God.
Fuck. Lieutenant Yefreitor Dubois, control your emotions. We did our job. This won't be the worst thing that happens on this case, believe me. You can't let this break you.
There is no coming back from this one. It will stay with you in nightmares.
We clean up. It may take days for processing to pick up her body. We need to move it somewhere. That tent there.
Okay, you know what? I have a plan. Let's do all that again, but this time it's a bad one, isn't it? Not Union and อ๋อ Union ไม้ N งั้นเหรอ Oh. You know what? I'm not ready yet. Hold on. I'm done with zoologist, and I think I'm done with Union, I believe. Nah. Yeah, might need to more upgrade and Ma'am, you are suck, you know that, madam. And you say be gentle with her, but she is so violent to me, you know that? This is bad.
The edges of the pages, you open the book, his arm, good God, this is... You flip to the copyright page. Berserker rage burns. Man from Heimdall rides the steel muscles of man from... A passage reads, thine spell, I have grand plans for you. In the final page, to find out what happens next, you open his arm, good God, you flip to the Berserker rage burn. Man from Heimdall ride. The edges of the pages are warm.
Can I go here now?
It's getting cold, this late in the night. Time to call it a day.
Good night, officer.
Yeah, I need to talk. First, we need to do this mission first. Come on, game, don't do this. God damn it, okay. Okay, let's talk to her alone about what really happened. Alright, we are alone. Let's talk.
I was just thinking, what a nice evening it is for taking part in a murder investigation. Ah, yes. The night before I saw you in the hallway and reminded you you're a police officer. Wow. Elysium. You don't hear that term often.
She's a glib girl, but she liked the wording.
Did you hear something Sunday night from my room?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Do I have any visitors?
I can't say. Probably not. Sounded like you were flying solo.
Loud music disco?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestrations prime among them.
Oh, that? Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
OO were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Then, doesn't life get hard because we go on?
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of that time you were yelling along to it. Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also
what else?
That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself is very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
When you say wounded, do you mean like cool ways? Sorry.
Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me.
So what really happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Are you sure it wasn't being assault?
No. It didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. A window was smashed, the tape player probably, the song stopped. And furniture too. A real destructathon.
Wow.
There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Was there anything else?
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. And that was it.
She feeds herself another cigarette.
Yeah, we're done with this. Oh, Syncopedia. Let's talk to Joyce then about Pill.
The sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it.
Alright, Joyce, need to talk.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality? Are you sure you're sure? Your colleague seemed adamant.
Yes, what is the Pill?
Okay. The Pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the inter-islary mass.
Wait, and what is an isla again?
Isla is a Messinian word for a continent of matter, enveloped on all sides by the Pale. Also, isolation, or landmass. We used to believe there was only one. In the last 4 centuries, we have discovered 7. Mundi, Seol, Samara, Ilmara, Grad, Katla, and this, Insulinde.
Selenese.
An oceanic isla.
Ah.
It comprises mostly of water. Muindi is the largest, Katla the coldest, Insulinde the bluest. What can I say? Each is perishing and dear. Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The Pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness.
The negation of being.
Negation of...
That's right. The negation of being.
Is it here?
No, Detective. We're safe. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isla.
And north?
An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the Pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. The Great Vision. The area of transition between the world and the Pale is called Porch Collapse. Imagine a grey coronal mist. Cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism. A mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's the most disco thing you will ever see.
Wow.
You hear your pulse rise. The air feels caustic and cold suddenly.
What's its physical qualities?
It's difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic. The further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension, right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. It may be impossible.
There's a slippery article in there.
Is it pale or the pale?
Pale when it's particular, this territory of Pale. The Pale when it's pale in its entirety. Once you've seen it, language balks at the difference.
If it's surrounded by the pale, how do you get from the Islam?
Oh, it is so difficult for us.
A squall of birds. Hardware operating in the harbour. Firm. Self-evident.
It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other, shortening the path. But it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost, or having our minds damaged.
Oh, this is pale. So the pale can damage the minds?
Extensively.
Oh shit, how?
Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that Pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter. They call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past.
Who says and who argues?
Who say?
The logical positivists say, the dialectical materialists argue.
What does this over-radication feels like?
It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of Pale exposure per year.
It's more for her. Way more.
You're not civilian passenger?
No, Lieutenant Dubois. I'm entreprenetic business class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of Pale transit annually.
Someone else you've met may have been exposed as well. The strange grey-haired woman in her lorry.
Do lorry drivers pass the pale?
Yes.
Oh.
Carried in the hulls of airships. It's a horrific job. Automation will abolish it soon.
Oh no.
You should ask the pal driver about this. See what she says.
Are you overrated?
Up to my gills, officer.
An acidic smile on her lips. It's getting worse every year.
What is intropathic?
Entreprenetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of Grad. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain.
They had not travelled the entire circumference of the Pericarnassian Super E Solar. It was not merely in the west, it was everywhere, even then, surrounding them.
Ah, did they cross it? The Western Plain?
There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years. Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later.
Aerostatic craft?
Hybrid airships, Detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended, once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale. In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precisely.
If we do not?
Then they don't.
Gone, like a skipping stone beneath the surface.
How much pale is there compared to the world?
The Pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more Pale than there is matter, and the ratio is slipping.
Slipping how?
What do you think, Detective? Oh no, Detective. It's not. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate. An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists. Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge. I suggest you do the same. It doesn't look like you're doing the same. The suggestion was meant in earnest, Detective. Live life.
Yeah.
Yes, sweet reality. But before we do, tell me, Detective, is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything? Beyond curious. Tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
Your ailing constitution, sweaty forehead, the beads there, and your heavy breathing.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then... Steel yourself, officer. Your colleague, Lieutenant Kitsuragi, he is competent. I checked up on him. And you also have me. I will try to assist you in any way I can.
Some of that assurance is meant for herself, as much as it's meant for you. She must have a lot on the line here.
Even if we have to do it one basic term at a time. Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know.
We're done here. Ooh, okay. I think we're done here today. That's just a long list of doing this. Let's save the game first. Yeah, I might do that next, actually. Alright. So, yeah, that's it for today. I messed up actually at doing the meeting with the rubies actually, so I might doing that again tomorrow actually. Yeah, so we will continue with our Disco Elysium streaming tomorrow, and that's all for today. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I hope you have a great day and great night. Sorry,ครับ. Good night, guys.